It's time to do a little adjustment on the engine. Tip the cab up over here. This particular Cat 3208 turbo is set up for a bare engine high idle of 2,379 RPM and a full load RPM of 2,200. Our other two Cat 3208s have full load RPMs considerably higher. We're going to bump this one up a bit just to give me a little more cruise speed on the highway. So I opened the engine. I've got a new air cleaner. I opened the engine over on the passenger side, and now I moved around to the driver's side. I'm going to take this plate off so I can get in here a little easier and just show you what's going on. Look at that. And while we're in there, I'll swap out this air cleaner with the new one I ordered. I don't necessarily need to remove this air cleaner plate to get in there, but I need to show you what I'm doing. It'll certainly make access and visibility easier if I do that. Taking this gasket off again just because it'll make visibility better. There is a screen in here, but I have it covered just to keep any crap out. At this point, really all I want is just a bit more RPMs, a few more RPMs. What I'm doing is using a 7/16 inch wrench and taking the cover off the high idle adjustment. So this particular engine, a 3208, the turbo, I'm on the driver's side over here, standing over the left front tire. So right now, like I said, it's got a full load RPM set up at 2200, which is pretty low. Our other two are set up configured higher than that from the factory. So this is the fuel shutoff solenoid. I do not yet have a fuel priming pump on this one. I've got two of those on order, one for the fire truck we just got and one for this. This is the pre-boost adjustment under here, fuel rate adjustment in here, and this is what I'm getting into right now. This is the bleed, so once I have the priming pump, then I can get in here and then open this, pump it, get fuel through the system until it comes out this line, which just dribbles out the side over there. So right now this is closed. Unfortunately, I don't have that fuel priming pump yet, so I'll try not to run out of fuel. I did loosen these two. They are 7/16 inch. Hard to do one-handed, but I can't really get the tripod in here any closer. So anyway, that is the screw that I will need to adjust the governor limit, the high idle they call it. From this angle, what I'm looking at is that screw right there, which was underneath that cap with the two bolts. So that's the high idle adjustment, and that nut there is a 7/16, so it's the same size deep well socket I used to remove the bolts, and I turned the screw out 3 turns after I loosen that lock nut, and then we'll give it a try. I'm putting a little piece of reflective tape on the pulley down there so that I can check the RPMs with the tachometer. All right, we're idling at 580 RPMs. Well, I'm anxious to get this out on the freeway and see what change that made. Like I said, I didn't want to adjust either fuel flow or, pre-boost timing. Oddly, this thing has enough power for what I'm doing. It's rated at 215 horsepower. That's what it's configured for. The fire truck we have is rated higher and has higher RPM limits on it. All I want is just a little more freeway speed. So this particular filter is a Napa Gold 6280. I've buttoned everything back up. I'll put the filter back on and we'll take this out for a little drive. So 5 turns of that screw took us from 2200 RPM to almost 2500. And I'm happy with a 65 or 66 mile an hour cruise. So definitely better. I might turn it up just a bit to get it right up to 2500. But anyway, it made a good difference. I am happy. Thanks. Have a great day.